What's up, guys? It's Midnight Madness, episode 29.5. The clock just struck midnight here in sunny, except it's dark, Southern California. And we're here with a AMA episode to get caught up with some of those questions that we've been having. So welcome, Sue, 3 a.m. Can you guys hear me? Just making sure I'm using a different microphone here. This is the old Manny Coates microphone that he used to have at his house. He was so generous to leave it to me. So we only got a couple people on here right now at this crazy time. I see Twan. I see Sue. Just let me know if you can hear me, guys. Make sure it's going before I get started. We're going to just dive right into the questions once confirmed that you can actually hear me. Who else we have on here? We've got Jackie just joined. Jackie, can you hear me? All right. Let's go ahead and get started. I am not seeing the comments yet. I see you guys on here, but today we're going to try and get to, 20, 30, 40, 50 questions if we can. There's not going to be an intro today like we normally do. That's why we have the 0.5 on the episode, because my partner in crime, Matt, is not here. He's probably fast asleep, and I'm the weird one who loves doing Facebook Lives in the middle of the night. But I really like this stuff, guys. So seriously, no, Manny Coates didn't ask me to come on at midnight. That would be kind of against California labor laws, I think. But I was just I love doing this. I love interacting with you guys. I love going over these questions, and I hate it when we get behind. We had to cut short today's AMA, so I'm like, let's go ahead and do another one. All right, Jackie says we can hear. Let's go ahead and start it. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and put them on the bottom. But otherwise, I'm going to be doing most of the questions from the ones that you guys have submitted at helium10.com/questions. If you guys have stay till the end, I'm going to have for you new users out there. If you guys want to be able to try on a full account just for a month, at a discount, I'll have a code for you at the end of it. It'll be the code that's going to be on Thursday's AMA, I believe. So I hope it works. Anyways, we've got Jackie from the UK, 7 a.m. and Chan Man from Singapore, 3 p.m. So y'all are fine. But Sue Pala somehow is up at 3 a.m. So she must be on the East Coast. So that's some dedication right there. Let's go ahead and get started with some questions. All right. First question is from Raphael. Says, obviously Scribbles is the listing optimizer, but what process or order do you reckon? I love that language, is the best to garner as many good keywords as possible and place them in that listing? I was thinking use Cerebro for competitor keywords, then Magnet to obtain other good keywords, place all these in a master keyword list and put it in Frankenstein for duplicates, and then place them all in Scribbles and try and fit as many good ones as there. Does that work, or is there a faster, better way? Raphael, you literally just did my entire strategy right there. That's exactly what I do, and that's exactly what I suggest. So like you said, use Magnet, use Cerebro, get all those keywords, put it in one big list, put it in Frankenstein, get the duplicates out. The only thing that I might add to that is I would use first the Cerebro competitor ASIN search, because with that you can compare the top selling, most relevant, or most similar to you competitors out there, see what they're on page one, and then make sure to get those in actual phrase form. Put those in Scribbles first in phrase form. Make sure you get them in phrase form in your listing. And then from there, I would go ahead and do what you said by getting the other keywords from Magnet and Cerebro, and then just put them in as individual words. So thank you for that question. Let me make sure my screen is available to be shared. Let's see. Looks okay. All right, good. We're not sharing the screen yet. Tolga says hi. Renee says 1 a.m. in Costa Rica. Muchísimas gracias, Renee, por estar con nosotros a esta hora tan horrible. All right, let's go on to the next question. That was Raphael. All right, let me put down when I answered it. 10:31. All right. It's hard to do this on your own when you don't have Matt here. Chester, what does this product do to help sales, and how does it work? Well, Chester, you have 8,000 members here in the Helium 10 user forum who can tell you how it works and how it helps sales. Sales comes from keywords. You don't know what keywords to put in your listing. Helium 10 is going to help you. You don't know which keywords are relevant to your listing. Helium 10 is going to help you. You don't know if you're even able to be searched or what rank your listing is for a certain keyword. Helium 10 is going to help you. You don't even know how to find the right product to sell on Amazon. Helium 10's got an app for that. All right, guys. Helium 10's got a tool for almost every aspect of every single thing that you need in order to get sales. So I highly recommend, using it, Chester. So thank you for that question, Chester. All right, 2 down. Let's see how many more we can get to right here. Let's see. We've got Clara. Clara says, I find that keyword shows big jumps, like 200 spots from one day to another. I don't know if it's Amazon or the tracker. I think it may be Amazon as the sales have gone down. Yes, it is Amazon. We noticed this, a while back. If you look at episode, I believe 186 of the AM/PM podcast, Amazon's doing something called the search shuffle that we just named it. It's not something we made up, or it is something we made up, but we're not the one who discovered it or anything like that. But we were the first one to start talking about it. That's for sure. Ever since, a couple months ago, if you have the reason why not many people saw it is because Helium 10's keyword tracker is one of the only ones that actually shows every hour. If you have boost on, let me see if I can actually put this on the broadcast. Boom, look at this. All right. So I think I might have had some keywords in here where you can see what boost does. All right. When you have boost on, it actually checks your keywords every hour. All right. Not just once a day, but every hour. So here's one that I've been tracking for quite a while. And then you can see the times I've had boost on and the times I haven't. So let me go back even further. Let me see how far back I can go so you can see some of the search shuffle. Yeah. This is probably what you might have been talking about a while back, where at 1 hour, it'll be at 21, and then the next hour, it'll be at 90. There is other listings that were even way worse than this, where it would go like from 20 all the way down to like 150 or 200 and something. It kind of leveled out right here. I did not have boost on, so it could have been doing something. I just don't know. But now that I have boost on again right here, it's only kind of doing a slight variance where it goes from like 30 to 27 to 33. That's kind of normal, all right? But in September and October, and even some I heard are doing it now. I saw in the Helium 10 Facebook group, this is happening right now where it's just going up and down. We call that the search shuffle. We don't know exactly what's going on with Amazon, but it's something they've been seemingly testing or merging databases. Who knows? But this is actually happening. So if your sales are down, it could be that, half the customers are looking at it and you don't show up until page 92, when for you think you're on page 1, position 20 or something, but for other people, you might be way down here. So that is definitely an Amazon issue, and hopefully it gets resolved soon. So thank you for that. That was Clara. Let's see. Next question is from Yori. With Cerebro, is it better to take broad or exact match search volume to classify keywords? I always do like exact. That's if I'm going to be, basing it off of something, I'll put exact, because I like how, if you do broad, that could have other keywords involved in it. But with the exact, at least I know that Amazon is talking about a specific keyword. I don't have to worry about suffixes or prefixes. All right. So I like to go by exact phrase search volume instead of broad. Sometimes you have exact and phrase really close together. Like in that one I just showed, there was one word that had 2,000 exact and like 5,000 broad. There's another one that's even closer. I had 175,000 exact, 286,000 broad. So if you're going to pick one, go ahead and pick the exact. So thank you for that question, Yori. Keep going. Daniel, how are you targeting a specific word or phrase when you make a giveaway campaign to gain Amazon's Choice badge? For the, looks like he said CRB, so I'm guessing he means the CPR. You need 2 giveaways per day for 8 days to gain Amazon's Choice for smart ways. All right, well, we don't have anything. I don't know, you might be getting this confused. We don't have anything that says you're going to get Amazon's Choice. So the CPR number, if that's what you're referring to, that's to help you get to page 1. All right, for those of you who don't know, CPR is a formula that Manny developed about how many units you would need to give away with an optimized URL that sends somebody to a search for a specific keyword, how many units you'd have to give away of people who click on that search in order to get to page 1 from wherever you might be. All right. So that's, if you want more information on that, that's helium10.com/CPR. All right. Thank you very much for that, Daniel. All right. Next question. We're rolling through it. Ron says, split testing, A/B testing, is it available on Helium 10? If not, will it be? And are you looking for any profit analysis tools being added soon? All right. Well, one thing is we haven't had many requests for split testing or A/B testing. So if you guys want that, make sure to send it to support@helium10.com. Everything that you guys suggest, we kind of tally up and our developers look at. And that's where a lot of the ideas have come from the product. So keep those suggestions coming in. And Agu says, midnight session again. I thought you were afraid of the dark. Well, yes, today I'm in a different office, not a humongous 20,000 square foot place where it was nobody there and completely dark. So I got some light, right here. So I'm good. Thanks, Agus. And thanks for joining us again. As far as the profits tool that Ron is asking for, yes, we just launched profits last month. And so if you got in on that, you'll be able to have access to that. You're going to be able to see all your sales data, how many were promo sales, what the top sellers of the day are, your inventory levels, and of course, most importantly, your profits. So if you were able to get in on that beta test, you're probably in that right now. If not, just wait a little bit and probably this month or next month, you'll have access to that. All right. So thank you for that question. Who was that? That was Ron. Now, Jacob says, all these ways to research product launches are great, but it's a waste of resources if it doesn't stick long term. For launching products in a market where reviews actually impact the ability to keep product ranking after artificially gaining rank through the giveaways, how would you recommend getting the first reviews? All right, well, you're absolutely right. At the end of the day, all that matters is organic conversion. And the only way you're going to get an organic conversion if you have a really optimized listing and you picked an important keyword that is relevant to your product, and you're going to get those organic sales. And like he says, sometimes people want to see reviews. So he's asking how to get reviews. We've gone over that a lot of times, but I most likely talk about how not to get reviews. Don't do anything shady. Don't go to Facebook groups or buyer groups or, get other sellers or people in your family, like with the same last name to go get from you, or people who have logged in on your own Wi-Fi where you run your Amazon business from, or people even maybe that you're connected to Facebook. There's people who say that Amazon has access to that. So what they do and don't, I don't know, but I err on the side of caution, so the bottom line is what's going to get you good reviews is having a good product, and it's going to be slow, but there's different people who suggest different things, but just make sure that you're not doing anything too shady, because Amazon has been cracking down on reviews big time in 2018. That's like one of the biggest things that they've been cracking down on. So Jacob, please be careful as you get your reviews. Next question. Let's see here. Next question is Jacob again. Actually, this is the same question. Jacob says, what's the best way to acquire reviews before, during a product launch if the market is too competitive to sell organically without reviews? Well, if you think that you don't have enough reviews, then don't do the launch. Don't do the giveaway. Like you said, you've got to have the reviews. I would say I don't like to launch a product unless it has at least 4 reviews to start. There was a blog I read like on Six Leaf a while back. It had said like a magic number, and their test was like 12. Or if you have 12 reviews and up, that's good. That's a big difference between like 12 and like 9. But then between 12 and like 25, it's not that much of a difference. So like 12 is a magic number where it gives a psychological effect that it's a good product. So hope that helps you, Jacob. Sam says, how do I rank for words that are relevant and I'm below my 250 character limit for the back end? But when I run 5K checker, half drop off. Even a keyword in my title drops off. What to do? A lot of people are worried about indexing. This is true. I would check your title that doesn't have words that Amazon frowns on. Check your back end to make sure it doesn't that it hasn't gone over 250 bytes. If you put some characters, it might take more than 1 byte. So just make sure it's bytes, not characters. And then make sure you don't have, like I said, brand names or words like bestseller or free or Amazon's choice or things like that. If you do something like that, Amazon hates that, and they might just go ahead and de-index you for your whole back end or something like that. All right. So, and that's not to say though, that just because you have a word in your listing that they're going to index you. So, what I've done in the past is if something's there and like a day later, I put something on my listing, a day later, it's not showing up, I'll just send, Amazon, I'll make a case. I'll be like, Amazon, this word is in my listing. How come people can't search for it? And just see what they say. You know, if you try and upgrade it to a more higher level support department, they might be able to help you. Most of the time, they don't know what they're talking about. But you might get a good employee and who can help you to see what you did wrong. Maybe you went over the limit. Maybe it's a word that Amazon thinks is like completely nothing to do with your product. Like you're trying to sell socks and you're trying to put water bottle as a keyword. Well, yeah, maybe they won't index you for that. But if it's in your title and it's pretty relevant, you should index. So that's the easiest one to make a case for. You say, hey, Amazon, I have a word in my title and it's not showing up in search. You know, what's up? All right. So thank you for that question, Jacob. Or no, that was Sam. Sorry. All right, let's keep going here. What other questions do we have here? No live questions because it's in the middle of the night, so we'll keep going. Charlie says, I'm trying to figure out how some of my competitors are maintaining page 1 ranking with little to no sales. I use Cerebro to find keywords that they're using, and when I start to dig a little deeper using X-Ray, they are barely selling any items. I'm trying like crazy to get ranked on page 1 for the same keywords and barely can get to page 2 if I'm lucky. Do products stay in that position until they are knocked off, regardless of sales? Just trying to understand ranking strategy. Well, it's not, sales for a certain keyword is definitely important and one of the most important, but there's all kinds of things that go into how Amazon ranks stuff, you know, depending on buyer behavior, how long they look at a product on a page, you know, they're tracking your mouse clicks, adding to cart, adding to wish list, all these little things have like different factors. But if something is on page 1 and it's not even selling, you know, like you think it's not selling anything at all, like it's selling 1 or 2 a day, well, then you should maybe second guess why you want to be on that keyword. Because if somebody can stay on page 1, you know, the very top of page 1, and they're only getting like 1 or 2 sales, then it might not, that keyword itself might not be a big converting keyword. I've actually seen this happen before. So that might be a red flag for you that that keyword is not as relevant as you might think. All right, so thank you for that, Charlie. Safe Pause says, when will Helium 10 work with Amazon Australia? I don't have any word yet from our developers, but definitely not fourth quarter, because fourth quarter is when we're focusing on the other European markets. So that's what we're going to work on for the fourth quarter and some other cool things that we're updating with the suite. All right, let's see what other questions we have here. This is from, let's see, Jay. The Helium 10 tool keyword tracker seems to need a fix. Quite a few keywords that are on page 1 are saying that they are not in the top 306. Again, Jay, you need to look at that Helium 10 or that AM/PM podcast episode about the search shuffle. All right, it's not Helium 10, it's Amazon. So if you see something that's on position 10 on your browser, it's very well possible that somebody on another browser is position 250 if that's what we're showing in Keyword Tracker. You know, the stuff that we have in Keyword Tracker goes directly to Amazon, so it's not making this, you know, keyword position up. It actually has to be in that position for us to return a certain rank. So it's not me, it's you. It's not Helium 10, it's Amazon, Jay. All right. Omer says, how will ranking Amazon listings according to the new algorithm? Do you have bullet points to remember? Well, I don't know of any new algorithm necessarily about, you know, searches. One thing that's a little bit different is how giveaways react. Like some URLs, you might have to switch the kind of URL that you're using. Like if you only use storefront, and if it doesn't work anymore, you might want to use a different one. Or if you're using other searches that are organic searches, sometimes what you might not have needed as many units to get to page 1, and now you need more. But still, I did a test recently with all kinds of different URLs, and the CPR number still is a good rule of thumb to go by. And again, for those of you who don't know, to check more about information about CPR, go to helium10.com/CPR. All right. Let's go ahead and do a deep dive into one of these questions. And we've gone over this a couple of times, but how to pick the best keyword. This person wanted to stay anonymous. They put their name as NA, so they're anonymous. How to pick the best keyword. So I always split it in 8 days, even if the CPR amount is low. That's a good question. All right. Let's see if I can go back and share screen. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and pick a keyword. Maybe, we're in Cerebro. Let me see what kind of searches I've been doing today. I've probably done tons of searches. I'm going to just pick one from my history. I don't know if you guys know this, but anytime you search in Cerebro or Magnet, it saves it right here. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and search right here. Let's look at a collagen peptides. What's a multi-search? Let's go ahead and go to position page 2. I want to find a good collagen peptides multi-search. There we go. This is something I searched for, looks like 1 week ago. All right. So remember, the cool way to find relevant keywords is seeing what what 2, 3, 4, or 5 of your competitors are all searching for, or all ranking for. So let's say I'm going to pick one that's ranking competitors a minimum of 2. All right. Competitor rank average, I want them to be like the top half of page 1. And let's just say 500 exact phrase search volume. No, we'll go 200. He was asking about smaller keywords, all right? So this is probably going to be a humongous list of keywords still. It's not going to be 5,000. It's going to be less than 1,000. 120, all right? So he's talking about, what about ones that have a CPR number of like 8, all right? Should he give it all like 1 per day? Well, you could, but if you wanted to, for the ones that are like really low like this, I like giving 2 a day and try and do it for 4 days. That's just me for like collagen peptides. But remember, you're not going to get many sales from this if there's only search for 10 times a day. And just because it's searched for doesn't mean that every search results in a sale. So out of those 10 times a day or 15 times a day that it's searched, it could be maybe only 2 of those searches get sales. So even though you're ranking, like 1 or 2, you might be only getting 1 sale a day from this keyword from being 1. So just keep that in mind when you target the lower volume search terms. It's not going to guarantee you 450 sales if you're on page 1, position 1, or even 200 at that matter. It won't even guarantee you 100 because Amazon doesn't tell you how many times this word converts. So just keep that in mind. But when the CPR number is higher, like 608, for example, yeah, definitely give that over the 8 days. Sometimes you can do it 7 days, but lately I've been trying either the 7 or the 8 days. Earlier this year, the 2-day giveaways were working a lot. We have a question here from Agus. What about people who use old listings for newer items? Does Amazon ever do anything about this? Yeah. So I think what he's talking about is how some sellers will take an old listing and then they'll add a variation so that they can keep all the reviews from the old listing. But Amazon's been cracking down on this. They actually even have a word for it in their latest TOS, especially when you're trying to do it for the reviews. I forgot what it's called, but they actually have a word for it in their TOS. They've named it in their system. So guys, don't do that. And if you see a seller doing that, report them. We got to get this stuff stopped. That's so annoying to me where sellers will try and game the system like that. Let's see. Tolga says, does Helium 10 support Amazon Turkey? It is launched recently. I did not know that. Tolga, thank you for letting me know. We will probably search into that, but right now I would say the priorities for Helium 10 is still Europe and then maybe Australia. And then let's see about the others like India, Japan, and I guess Turkey. Did not know that there was Amazon in Turkey. That's pretty cool. How cool is that, as Manny would say? All right, so we just finished the one question from, who was that? That was, let's see, I can't find my sheet here. That was, oh yeah, that was anonymous, NA. All right, we have another question. What makes us better than blankety blank tool? I don't like to call out specific tools. That's not me. But one thing that I like about he's referring to X-Ray, our Chrome extension. One thing I like, 2 things I like about X-Ray. Let me go ahead and show you that I think are semi-unique compared to other tools. Let's go ahead and go to Amazon.com and do a search. And I'm going to search, collagen peptides. All right. Let's see who else is on here. Can't believe we have like 6 people on here at midnight, and I didn't even promote this healing thing. You guys are great. Collagen peptides. All right, so a couple things that I really like about our Chrome extension. I'm not sure if others do this or not, but obviously, that different information comes up here on the main page when you're searching for something. I think that's really cool, where I can get like their ASIN. I could see how many sellers there are. I could see their rank in the category. Look at that. That has 18 sellers. So right away, I know that's not a private label product. But if I'm actually in the actual Chrome extension itself, there's three things that I have been pointing out lately. And again, if you guys don't have this, this is free to install. Helium10.com/extension. Helium10.com/extension. All right. So one thing I like is, yes, we do show the sponsored products like almost any other tool. But once these populate, my computer is super slow. You know, the computer at the office is lightning fast, and I'm just on a laptop right now, so I apologize about the speed here. But anyways, one thing I like is we have what's called the, let me wait till it loads up here because Amazon is being super slow. All right, so we have all these total revenue, average BSR, etc. What you'll notice if you do this in another tool and you delete one of the sponsored ads, it'll change all their numbers because they're actually including it. Other tools are including that in their averages. But for me, this is not an accurate representation. The sponsored ads are not accurate representation of this niche. You know, you can have anything here in the sponsored ads. You know, Amazon will sometimes throw the wackiest products that have it. So like, I don't want to consider this in my averages. And look, if I delete this, watch these numbers up here, guys. The average price changed, and I just got called a liar. Look at that. All right, guys, something happened. I just discovered a mistake on our tool. Yes, the first time I discovered a mistake live. I just did this demonstration 6 hours ago, and it was working fine. So awesome. I get to like get $100 from our developer who says I can get $100 anytime I can like come up with a problem with it. So what should happen, the reason why I like it when it's working normally, is you delete this and it does not affect this at all. So I get $100. Yes, whose drinks are on me. So I get to write that down here. All right, X-ray. All right, cool, guys. I just discovered a mistake live. I love it. All right. I'm sorry, it's an ongoing battle that we have going on. They call me out if I make mistakes when I talk, which I do most of the time, and I never get to make mistakes. All right. So anyways, normally you delete one of these and nothing up here changes. All right. That's what's supposed to happen. And that's what I like about X-ray. But it looks like when we launched 4.1.2 earlier today, that it reverted to something else. All right. The second thing is that I like this rating. All right. The rating, or not rating, but the actual review. Holy cow, there's new stuff here. Look at this. All right. Whoa. What in the world? Okay. You see? I told you they updated this today. I'm looking at stuff I've never seen before. All right. So this is kind of cool, guys. Take a look at this. All right. First of all, we have review velocity. I don't know if anybody else has that. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. Look at this. This tells you how many reviews they have gained or lost in the last 30 days. All right. This one gained 110 reviews. So I don't even know what's going on with that product. Let's see. Let's look at their history. All right. Let's look at their history. All right. They used to have 2,900 reviews. And then on October 30th, they had 3,036. So let's just see what happened, why the review count is so low. Maybe they lost the reviews recently and then just gained it back. And we're trying to show it. Yeah, look at that, guys. They went down to 18 reviews. And then just yesterday, they had something crazy. They had 3,000 reviews, as you saw. So they just lost all of the reviews in one night. That's crazy. What about this guy, Ancient Nutrition? Let's take a look at their numbers. Oh, look at this. Look at this. On October 16th, they had 1,207 reviews. This goes back to those questions I was going over earlier about don't do shady stuff with your reviews, guys. Don't do it. All right. Take a look. And then one day he went down to 1,138 reviews. So Amazon was like, hey, these 100 or whatever reviews are shady. We're going to like investigate it. Okay. So now take a look at this. This is the first time I'm actually seeing this. So now we've got the weight, we've got the size tier. What else cool goodies do we have? And the number of images. That's awesome. So right away, you can have like a glimpse into looking at this and saying, whoa, look at this. This product only has 2 images. Is that true? Let's see. Let me. Can I find something that breaks this tool again? Nope, this is completely accurate. Look at that. It only has 2 images. Like, what is this seller doing? Like, why would you make a pretty good listing and you only have 2 images? Honestly, who has 2 images? Who throws a shoe? That's awesome powers if you didn't know. It's midnight, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, so this is kind of cool. We got new stuff here. And I'm I'm going to have to talk to our developer so I can get my $100. But look, we got weight, we've got size tier, number of images. So that's pretty cool. Most, as you can see, the top sellers, look, do you see what they have in common? They've all got at least like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 images. All right. So this 2 one, I bet you that's a sponsored ad. Yep, it's exactly a sponsored ad. All right. So sometimes these sponsored ads, they're not selling very well. Yeah, this guy is not selling hardly any at all. 160 a month, 5 a day. That's pretty decent. So that would be a product I'd be like, wait, if this guy's selling 5 a day and he's only got 2 images, what could I do with a similar product with more images and a better listing? That's the kind of thought process I would use this information for. Anyways, this looks like I'm going to have to make a new video. They always add stuff to the tools, and I don't even know about it. So I'm going to write that down. I'm going to make a video about this. All right, cool. So thank you for that question. Who was that question? Who was that question? That was Robert. All right, thank you for that question, Robert. Robert actually had 2 questions. The other product is, how are we different in product research? Well, if you're talking about black box, the thing that I like about black box is that we have that images filter, just like we saw in X-Ray. Now X-Ray has it, but you can actually search for listings that are underutilizing the images category, because if you see a listing that only has 2 images, usually it's not going to do very well. So sometimes that might signify an opportunity. So that's what I like about our tool, that I think for now, we're the only ones that have it. All right, what other questions we have here? Chelsea says, how long would it take to get approved to sell supplements for the first time as a new Amazon seller? I actually helped a couple people do this, but this was like a year ago, and it took like about a week. I probably got denied like 3 or 4 times. I just had to do different invoices and stuff, but I haven't done it in a year. So if anybody knows the answer to this question who has been ungated in the supplements category, make sure to answer that for Chelsea. But the last time I did it, it took about a week for me to help one of my previous clients get ungated in the health and supplement category. Brandon says, any recommendation for outsourcing listing? Well, Brandon, this is why I say that you've got to use the Helium 10 tools, because guess what? Before, it was really hard to make your own listing. I made listing. That was like what I made my money in. I made over 400 listings in a couple years. And it was because most people don't know how to make listings really well optimized. But guess what? With Helium 10's tools, you really can make a well-optimized listing. Now, what we don't do is we don't do the photography part of it. You'd have to find a company to do that. But as far as getting the right keywords and knowing which one should be in phrase form, you've got that information with us. Even, in some of our tutorials that I've done about how to make emotional connections with your buyers when you're doing your bullet points, that is super important as well. And you can do that by using Review Downloader extension. So Brandon, try and do it on your own. Try and do it on your own. Get some help from people on the message board if you're willing to open up your product. Most people aren't, but if you're game, I'm sure somebody would be willing to help you, publicly out there with your listing. We got another question here. Andrea says, when creating a listing using Helium 10 tools, where exactly should I pull my keywords from? We just went over this a little earlier. I like using Magnet to pull out all the relevant keywords that are to my competitors, in a certain niche. And then I actually do a competitor ASIN search. And by competitor ASIN search, that means I'm picking the 4 or 5 products that are selling the most, that really look like my products, and seeing what they're on page 1 for. Because if they're organically on page 1 for keywords that have high search volume, and it's more than one product that is on page 1 for that same keyword, well, then I know that's super relevant to my listing. So that's the method that I use. Another one, Annette says, what are the first 3 steps that you use when researching a prospective product or niche? So I look for the product in black box, first of all. And a few of the things that I look for is, let's go ahead and do one. Let's go ahead and share my screen here. There it is. Oh, I am sharing my screen. All right. I'm in Cerebro. Let's go to black box. And you guys have seen me do this before, but for those of you night owls who are on here for the first time, let me just show you what I like to do. I like to go to a certain category. Let's just say it's baby. I usually do baby a lot. I'll look for something that's at least $10,000. I don't like doing stuff that's priced really cheap, like under $15, because your profit margins might be very low, once you consider all your costs. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do, or Ted says, looks like you got out of the Helium office. Yeah, this is the office I'm in on Fridays usually. So I'm not in the main AMPM podcast office. So I'm in another office right now, actually in San Marcos, California, an hour south. Let's go ahead and put $20 to $30 review count. That's another thing I look for. I usually do a max of 200. I'm looking for newer reviews newer products. That means they have less reviews. Something that has a lot of reviews, like 1,000 or 2,000, they're pretty established on Amazon. It's hard to bump them. What else do? I don't want to see sometimes stuff that has more than 2 sellers, because that might mean it's a wholesale product. And I like to see stuff that has like 3 images or less. All right, 3 images or less. Is there anything else? Let's go ahead and search that right now. So remember, each of these, wow, over 200 products were found. So that's a lot. Oh yeah, I forgot to do this. The most important one, not the most important, but I want 3.5 review star rating or less, because again, each and every one of these is an indicator that there might be a opportunity for you to get, because these are all against the norm. So tons of clothes are coming up for some reason, like baby clothes. So I don't want to see baby clothes here. Let me just take away a couple of these keywords, like pants. I'm going to take away pants. Let me take away gown. All right. Let me see if that narrows things down a little bit. We might still have over 200. We've still got over 200. So I don't want, let's see. I have the price done. I have review count. I have review rating. Let's see. What other things can I do to whittle it down? Let me see stuff that's not fulfilled by Amazon, but like, let's just say, or not sold by Amazon, but rather FBA. And let's go ahead and see what else can we do. I don't want stuff that has a lot of variations. So I'm just going to put 2. Let's go ahead and search. And this is kind of like my process. I just keep going until I can get less than 200, so that I really know that I have narrowed down the search. So let's see if anything comes up here. This is actually a lot of filters I'm doing. All right, so I eliminated pants and gown. I want to see stuff that has 3 images or less, that is fulfilled by Amazon, not actually shipped and sold by Amazon. A couple of these other ones, some people ask, what is best sales period? Well, this is actually important when you're doing a seasonal product, or if you're going to do a product that's around a holiday. Like, for example, now is Halloween, right? But let's say it was March of this year, and you're wanting to come up with a Halloween product, like let's say a costume. You wanted to know what the best costume was for Halloween. But if you search for the keyword costume, whatever comes up in like March or April, it might be like geared for like cosplay or the Comic-Con convention, because that's what's popular around that time. But you want to know what is the top selling costume maybe around Halloween. So then what I would have done if this was like February or March is I would have picked best sales period. 2017, I would have picked probably October or September, thinking that what are the costumes that were selling best in September and October? And then that would be the one that would really show what was the top one for the Halloween period. So I think I might have broken the browser. I'm going to refresh this. It doesn't like that I put so many filters on it. Well, too bad. I want to find a really specific product. So let's go ahead and redo this. Let's see. Let me go back to baby. Monthly revenue, $10,000. Price between $20 and $30. I might have done this one wrong. I don't know. Review count, maximum of 200. Review rating. It's out of my mouth. Maximum of 3.5. Whoops, wrong one, wrong category. 3.5. All right, show me stuff that has a max of 3 images, and let's see if that's enough for now. All right, so what is doing more than $10,000? Let's see if this is over 200 units. Again, I probably need to do more filters, or maybe what I had done was I had actually put 1,000 instead of, I had put 1,000 instead of 10,000. This makes more sense now. All right, so let's see. What do we have here? I've looked at this product before. That was always interesting to me. Playtex, Carter's Baby, Kids Delight Tech. What was that first one right here? Disney Mickey Mouse, Kids Sleep Classic Sleep Trainer. Interesting stuff. So just to see why this product was picked, well, if you remember my categories or my filters, I said, hey, I want to see 3 or less images. I need it to be less than 3.5 stars. You can look at this. This is only 3 stars. I want it to be less than 20 reviews, but it's selling at least $10,000 a month. So here, this came up with this product. Now, if this was not a brand name, which actually this might not be a brand name. Klessens, maybe. Klessens Kids, it might be a brand name. But either way, if it wasn't a brand name, then I would actually look into this a little bit more and say, wait a minute, if this guy can sell $10,000 a month with this ugly listing and no reviews, then that would be an opportunity for me to do a similar product and just improve on it. All right. So that would be something to think about. So I don't know who asked that question. Let me look. That was asked by Arnett. What are the steps that I use to do my product research? All right. What else do we have here? Here is a quick question. This will be easy. Vitali says, could you suggest a strategy to launch a new product on Amazon using Helium 10 tools? Again, do your keyword research first with Cerebro, comparing it to the ASINs, and then pick 2 or 3 of the most competitive keywords, or not most competitive, most relevant keywords to your listing, and then use the CPR guide in order to launch it. That's www.helium10.com/CPR. I actually spent all of last week with Manny Coates rewriting the CPR guide. We've got about 40% different and a whole new updated for 2019. So a 2019 version of the CPR guide is going to be live any day now. We'll make an announcement once it's live and you'll see it in Facebook. We got some cool new stuff and some cool studies that I did to help get the information for it. Nick says, will you be applying Helium 10 to the rest of the marketplaces? Yes. Every month, it seems like we're adding a new marketplace for certain tools. Last month, or actually this month, X-Ray and Black Box are now available on Amazon UK and Germany. And next month in November, I believe we're bringing Spain, Italy, and France online. So keep on the lookout for that. Benji says, would like to know of a particular Helium 10 product or system that can help get Amazon page 1 ranking. Seems like we're getting the same question a lot today, and that's totally fine. This is like a big thing that's on the minds of sellers, how to get to page 1. Again, look at AMA episode 25 or 26, where I go into how to compare the ASINs and Cerebro, and then go to helium10.com/CPR to see all about how to do a giveaway in order to rank to page 1. All right. Let's see. What other questions do we have here? Let me look at the live questions just to make sure we haven't gotten any. Nope, Ted is still on. So everybody who's come on who didn't say where they're from, let me know where you're from, how you found out about the live broadcast tonight, even though I didn't publicize this at all. I don't know how we have 10 people on here. That's pretty amazing. So let me know how you guys found out about this. I see Francis online. Francis is one of our my coworkers. So she's working late at night. So thank you, Francis, for joining. And who else we have on? John, are you still there? Where are you from? We got Ted here. We've got Tolga, and we've got Jackie. So welcome, guys. Let me know where you're from and how you found out about today's broadcast while I keep going with the questions. All right. SCSY says, I'm a new I just opened up a new seller professional account, and I was instantly suspended even before I started selling. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. No response from Amazon since late May. Ouch. Does anybody know how to solve this problem? Very keen to sell on Amazon using Helium 10, but facing bid obstacle now. So I would really check what happened. See if any phone number you have has been used on another Amazon account, or maybe your Wi-Fi, somebody in the past has logged in on your Wi-Fi and was selling on Amazon, or your business name is related to another one. There's a million things that could have happened. But yeah, if none of those work, you're going to have to start all over again. And you're going to have to do a new business name, new LLC and everything. And you're going to have to use a virtual server, because now your home IP address or wherever you've ever logged in on is tagged by Amazon, most likely. So if you try and do another one, even if you have a completely new name, they'll still tag you as somebody who had a suspended account and is trying to restart again. So you would have to do everything through a virtual server in order to not have your IP address show up there. So yeah, that sucks. I've heard that happening, but there's nothing really that anybody can really help with, because once Amazon kind of makes a decision on things like that, it's usually kind of final. Dowd says, can I ask you a question regarding giveaways? Yes, you can. That's literally what they ask. So Dowd, I'll await your follow-up question. Shlomo says, giveaway units. How do those giveaways to get to page 1? All right. So again, helium10.com/CPR, but how it works is it's sending people to a search on Amazon. Whether it's from a brand search or a storefront search or an ASIN search. And so when people are searching for it or when they actually hit this, link, they're going into an Amazon search and they have to find your product and click on it. And because of that, it's like you're converting a sale for a search for that keyword. And so the more you get, the more conversions you get, whether it's from a giveaway or organic, you're going to rank higher for that keyword. So that's kind of like how giveaways work for keywords. Let me see. Ted is in Mission Viejo. He forgot to give me the late night snack last time. Yep. Now I'm about 45 minutes south of you down here in San Marcos. Hey, Francis. Ang balita. Kamusta kayo? Magandang gabi. Oh, no, it's like magandang umaga doon, di ba? All right. So Jackie said there was a notification that we went live. That's pretty cool. And there was a live alert from Tolga. That's pretty cool. I didn't know we had live alerts on this. I know nobody at the office did. Everybody's sleeping except Francis. All right. Next question is from Radha. Readha. How can using a simple query in Cerebro can we get results of what keywords a competitor is using for organic or PPC? That's a good question. Let me go ahead and show you. All right. I'm not in Cerebro. All right, I'll just do this one. This kid sleep. Let's just see what they're ranking for. So I'm going to go to Cerebro. I copied the ASIN. All right, let me make sure I can see what's going on here. Okay, so I'm going to first look at their organic results. All right, so I did not paste. There we go. Oops, I did paste. I'm going to paste that, and I'm going to say organic results, reverse search. So this is going to tell me any keyword, Rita, is that this ASIN is ranked for in the top 306. So let's see how many keywords it gives me. I got too many windows open here. That's why everything's so slow. Let me take off a couple of those. All right. So there's 549. So right here, this is a list of all the keywords that they're ranking for. All right. Now, if I wanted to see where they have come up in sponsored results, well, what I would do is I would hit reverse search under sponsored results, that drop-down menu. All right. So now take a look. This has come up, if any. I mean, could be that they're not running any PPC. Let's see. All right, 77. So these 77 keywords at some time or another, recently, there has been somebody search for kids sleep clock. And on that search result, this ASIN has come up in a sponsored ad, meaning that they're sending maybe a manual campaign to it, or they have an auto campaign or whatever. All of these keywords, they have sent PPC traffic to. So that is how you can get organic or sponsored results using Cerebro. So thank you for that question, Rita. Steven says, when will Black Box be available in the UK? Steven, the answer is a couple of weeks ago. It's now available in the UK. So anybody who wants to sell on Amazon UK, you can go to a search on amazon.co.uk, and now you can use X-Ray. John says, this is the first time you're here from Phoenix, Arizona. John, what in the world are you doing awake at such an ungodly hour in Phoenix, Arizona? Is it 1 o'clock? Is it 1 o'clock a.m. there? If so, that means it's probably going to be 2 a.m. next week, because of you guys don't have the daylight savings over there. So let me know, John. That's really cool. This is your first time on episode almost 30. So thank you for joining. If you have any questions about Helium 10 or Amazon at all, please ask it right here, since we're live and we've only got 12 viewers on. Let me know if you have any questions, and let me know. Let me know who here is a Helium 10 paid member or Helium 10 free member. So a free member means you just downloaded the extension, you're using it for free, or if you're a diamond or platinum. So let me know what level of Helium 10 member you are with the software, or maybe you're not a Helium 10 member at all. So let me know what's up, including you old timers like Ted and hey Goose, let me know what level of membership you're at. So anybody else who's online, please let me know what you're at. All right, let me go ahead and continue with the questions. Next one is from Chelsea, and Chelsea is asking, what's the current requirements to get ungated as a new seller in supplements? Last I checked, you need to submit either a COA, which is a certificate of analysis on one of your products, plus an invoice from a manufacturer or wholesaler that shows the product that you're wanting to list. And it also helps if you have your own website as well, I've seen. PJ says, where can I find all these live videos? Excellent question. You go to Helium 10 user group and you can get that right there. Helium 10 user group. I'm sorry, not Helium 10 user group. Helium 10 software page on Facebook. Helium 10 software page on Facebook. You're going to be able to get those done. Right there, you'll have the video section and you'll see every single video we have. And we also now have them all up on YouTube. So thank you very much for that, PJ. Let me see what the other questions are. So John says, I watched a webinar with Manny and subscribed to premium plan. So yep, so you're taking advantage of the AMAs that we have that Manny talked about on that. Awesome. Congratulations. Welcome, John. And Tolga is willing to be a member. So Tolga, yeah, we can give you a discount. Like John had the super cool discounts because with a lot of bonuses that we don't have available on the AMAs because that was only on the webinar, but we still give a one-time 50% discount for those without all those extra bonuses. So Tolga, stay till the end. I'll hook you up. All right. For those of you who are online right now, I hope you guys are paying attention. We've got 10 people, 11 people online. I'm going to write a number right here on this piece of paper. I'm going to write a number from 1 to 20. All right. I am writing a number from 1. Why is this pen not working? All right. This pen is not working. I'm writing a number from 1 to 20. What I want you guys to do is tell me what number I wrote down here. And the first person to get it right is going to win a Helium 10 t-shirt. All right. So just start putting the number you think, something from 1 to 20. First person to get the right guess is going to get a free Helium 10 t-shirt mailed to them. So go ahead, start guessing, guys. Just put a number, write a number in. It's not 18, Ted. All right. So there's one number eliminated. Anybody else? Rapid fire, guys. Rapid fire. Let's see. John. Oh my God. John got it on the second. What are the odds of that? It is, I don't know if you can see this. It is 7. You can't really see it because of my screen share. Can you guys see it? Yeah, there it is. 7. All right. John, you won. And John, you just joined Helium 10 today and you got like 9 bonuses. You're on your first AMA. And the very second guess, that's like a 10% chance you got the right one. So John wins. The number is 7. John, send me a message on Facebook with your address and your shirt size, and we'll get that sent to you. So again, John, send your message, send a private message on Facebook with your address, and I'll get you that t-shirt mailed to you. Need your size as well. So thank you guys for participating in that. Sorry for those of you who guessed wrong, but that was pretty amazing how fast John got that. All right. Guys who are online, any questions about Helium 10? Before I go, I'm going to be off in about 5 minutes. It's almost 1 a.m. here. Let me see how many questions I've been able to do. We've done, it doesn't tell me. We've done a lot. All right, let's just keep going. And I want to get a couple live questions if you guys have them. So let's see. Susan says, when would you use organic results versus sponsored results in Cerebro? So I think I just answered that, right? That was what I did. Yeah. Kimberly says, are your Excel docs also available in Google Sheets? All right, Kimberly, I think you might be on the wrong broadcast because we do not have Excel. Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Are you talking about the CSV files or the Excel files that you can download when you export the information? If so, yes, you can also import though. You export it, to an Excel file, but you can totally upload that Excel file to Google Sheets. Absolutely. All right. I apologize. I misunderstood what you were saying, but I'm hoping that's what you were saying, Kimberly. You can let me know. All right. Mark says, I just launched, reached 6 reviews, and then ran CPR. Ran up to the first page. Now Amazon took 3 of my reviews, and I'm dropping down the list. Any suggestions? Well, you should check how you got those reviews. Are you sure you didn't get like friends or family, live in your house who did those reviews and they tracked it? There's nothing you can do about it. If you did that, Amazon's not going to give you those reviews back. But if you think that you did nothing wrong, let them know. Just ask them, hey, what's the status of my this investigation on my reviews, and why did you take away these reviews? And let's see if they let you know. Do you have a formula? This is from Tony. Do you have a formula in the UK where giveaway units are of concern? I need to give away 600 units to rank in the US. Would we reduce that amount a certain percentage for the UK, like 30% less? That is an excellent question. I do not believe we have a CPR guide yet for Europe. So that might be something I'm going to have to look into and start testing. Interesting. Thank you very much. Leanne says, should I base on the exact search result and pick up the one with the highest search for my top main keyword? Please advise. Not always. Not always. That's a good question, Lean. All right. Again, the best way to do it is comparing 4 or 5 different ASINs that are top sellers and see what all of them are on page 1 for. All right. And you can do that by running Cerebro ASIN comparison. All right. Don't just pick one keyword and say, oh yeah, this has a high search volume, so this has got to be relevant, because what matters is what's relevant to your listing. All right. So if you find 5 products that look almost exactly like your product, meaning that they have the same competitor or customers as you would, and they're selling a lot, those are the ones that I would check, and I would kind of compare my product to see what they're ranking for, and then that way I would pick the words that I want to rank for. Cherry says, if I want to send a giveaway, should I base it on the exact search or broad face search? Neither, Cherry. You're going to want to base that on the CPR number. The CPR number tells you how many you have to give away over 8 days in order to rank to page 1. All right. And it actually is based on the exact phrase search volume. All right. Let's see. Sean says, when will all services work for the Canadian market? I am not sure. There's a lot that does. I believe Blackbox might already. But for sure, like Magnet, Cerebro, those are working for Canada. Hopefully the Chrome extension will be next. So thank you for that question, Sean. Those of you Canadian sellers, those of you Australian sellers, those of you in Turkey, anybody who wants to make suggestions like, hey, we want our tool to your tools to be available in our country, make sure to submit those questions to support@heliumden.com and attention developers, and they'll be able to know which ones have the most demand. All right. Let's go ahead. That'll be it for the questions from helium10.com/questions. John says, should I message you on Helium 10? No, John says, John, message me on Facebook. If you're on Facebook right now, just click on find my name and then just send me a message. It might go to my junk, but I'll make sure to check it. Let's see. Or you could send it to support@helium10.com, and our teammates like Francis will forward it to me. So if you want to, you can send it on Helium 10. Just say, hey, send this to Bradley. This is my address, and this is my shirt size. I'll send this to Bradley so that he can send my shirt out. So you can do that, and I'm sure Francis will look out for it, and our other customer service employees over there. All right. Any other questions, guys, before we go? We had up to like 12, 13 users without even publicizing this, and it's 1 a.m, so that's really awesome. Makes me feel great that you guys spend your insomniac nights with me. We had John. You can see if you look at the video right here in the Helium 10 users group, you can see who shared it. It has my name right there. It has Bradley Sutton right there. So, or like I said, just send it to support@helium10.com and just say attention Bradley, and they'll send it to me. So, any questions at all, guys? Let's see. That will be it for the next Helium 10. Oh, I forgot. For those of you watching this on the replay, or who are, did I exit out of it? I exited out of it. Oh no, there it is. For those of you watching on the replay, what is going on here? That's not the right code. Watching on the replay or watching this on Facebook or YouTube, as long as it's before before Friday, this code is going to work all the way through Friday or Thursday night. So hop on this code right now. This is the code for 50% off your first month. I didn't make this code up. It's my B-Day. It's my B-Day. So this is called It's My Bradley Day. All right. It's my B-Day. You're going to get 50% off your first month of Helium 10 membership. And that's for those of you guys who want to take this stuff for a test drive and be able to, do it for a lower price to see if you really want to, keep it or not. So I'm not sure who it was. Let's see. Who was that? Tolga. Tolga, if you're still there, if you want to jump on this and go ahead and share this coupon with any friends who want to give the tool a try. It's my B-Day, all capitals. Enter that right into helium10.com under the plans section, and you'll be able to upgrade from a free to our paid plan. And Kevin is watching at the gym, and it's 6:30 p.m. and he's awake as beep right now. He says, I can imagine. So if you're at the gym, he probably took some pre-workout. But Kevin, after the broadcast, the question is, are you going to take some collagen peptides? Like we search all the time. So take some collagen peptides for your protein after your workout. All right. And Tolga, use that code. If it doesn't work, Tolga, let me know, but it should work. That code should be activated for 50% off. And then I'd love to have you test out these tools for the next month and see the real value in it. And then we'll also look into Amazon Turkey, like you had said. Anybody else, any final comments before we go ahead and take off? I still got some work to do I want to catch up on, so I'm not going to go to sleep just yet. But John, since you're in Arizona, you definitely need to go to sleep. And Ted, Mission Viejo, you got to get to sleep. Jackie, I didn't make that. Code. It's not. It actually is soon. Okay, here's a guess. Since nobody's going to watch this. All right, guys. I am turning a certain age next month sometime. I'm not going to say how much, or I'm not going to say when. And normally I actually hide my age. But all those okay, this is going to be it for another shirt. Guys. All right, here we go. And I don't think you guys are going to guess this. That's why I'm going to say, who wants another shirt, I want you to guess what age I'm turning next month. And if you say like 21 or something, I'll love you, but that is not going to get you a free shirt. All right. So give me some age, guys. What age? It's not my B-Day today, but it is going to be soon. What age do you think I'm going to be? Let's see. Throw out some numbers there. Between 1 and 75. I'm not going to give you guys a hint. Oh my goodness, Jackie. I love you. John, I love you. You guys are so amazing. Richie. All right. Richie, it's his birthday, November 1st. So Richie's the one who made this coupon code. So there you go. I that's what I thought, Richie. I thought maybe that I was like, why would you have done this? So, all right. I wonder how old Richie is. All right. Oh, we have a winner. I can't believe this. I'm actually upset. I don't think I'm going to give him a shirt because he won. And I'm very offended because I'm not supposed to look my age. So, Ted, you don't get a shirt. You got it right, but you don't get a shirt because that's insulting. Look at everybody else, Ted. Look at John and Jackie. They said I'm 26 and 29. Look at Chan, said I'm 31. Look at Tolga, said I'm 32. Kevin said I'm 33. And Ted, you're saying I'm 40? Look, you can't see my gray. Oh, you can't see my gray hair there. But anyways, all right, Ted. All right, I said I would give a shirt. So Ted, go ahead and send your address and your shirt size to support@helium10.com or to me on Facebook. And what do you think, Richie? I think should we give him a shirt, Richie and Francis? I think we shouldn't give him a shirt because that's a very insulting thing that he guessed my age. I'm just playing with you, Ted. We'll hook you up with a shirt, but yeah, I've been dreading this for my whole entire life. Next month I'll be 40, so that kind of sucks. But anyways, as long as John and Jackie think I'm in my 20s, we're good. We're good. And Francis, 35. Well, I guess that's still pretty good. Maraming salamat, Francis. We can't all look 20 like you and Richie. All right, guys. How old are you, Richie, today? 28? 29? Ilan taon, how do you say that? Ilan taon siya? Or something like that. How do you say how old are you in Tagalog? John says he can't believe. John, you're trying to get some brownie points. He says he can't believe I'm 40. Well, thank you very much, John. You rock. Richie turning 30. Oh my goodness. I'm 10 years older than Richie. Lolo ako, diba? All right, guys. Thanks, guys, for tonight. Went a little overtime, but what else do we have to do at 1 a.m. except hang out and talk Helium 10 and talk Amazon, right, guys? So thank you guys very much. Jackie says 40 is a new 30. Rock on. Thank you. Love it. Love it. Love it. I will talk to you guys on Thursday with my partner in crime, Matt. We will be on the broadcast Thursday, probably at 3 p.m. Getting more to your live questions. And remember, when I ever do these Midnight Madnesses, this is the time to get the live questions in because our regular broadcast, those get like the last one had 95 live viewers. So, and we don't even send out like emails to people to let them know. This is just everybody from Facebook is on there. So it's not very intimate like it is now. We can't just joke back and forth and age shame Bradley left and right. So, still jump on the broadcast on Thursday and I'll be happy to get to your questions. And I wonder how old is Matt? Anybody have any idea how old my partner on the broadcast Matt is? We're gonna have to. That'll be the next game to play Thursday. We're gonna find out how old Matt is because I honestly have no idea. I've been working with him for 4 months. I have no idea how old he is. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. We'll see you guys later on Thursday, 3 p.m. episode 30, big time episode right there. See you guys later.